The following is a presentation of Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's time for the Chieftains on your new home for Tonganoxie High School athletics, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by It's time for the Chieftains, right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
set and ready to go. Starting lineup should be coming here very, very soon, and we're going to send it down to John Tollefson.
Home of the Chieftains. We welcome our guests from Spring Hill High School, Kansas State High School Activities Association, and Tonganoxie High School encourage you to make good sportsmanship a priority at all times. Winning is for a day, sportsmanship is for a lifetime. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. From Spring Hill, number 2, a senior, Elena Frieda. From Tonganoxie, number 2, a senior, Annie Baldock. From Spring Hill, number 20, a junior, Jenna Weber. From Tonganoxie, number 5, a senior, Emma Sunderland. From Spring Hill, number 21, a senior, Brooklyn Powell. And from Tonganoxie, number 20, a senior, Reagan Seba. From Spring Hill, number 22, a freshman, Sydney Boucher. From Tonganoxie, number 21, a senior, Brooklyn Lang. From Spring Hill, number 35, a senior, Kaylee Oakes. And from Tonganoxie, number 22, a senior, Cheyenne Aaron. And coaches for this evening's game, Spring Hill, Clay Friga, Tonganoxie, Mitch Loomis. Officials for this evening's game, Alex Rottinghouse, Kenneth Massey, and Ethan Paul.
Starting lineups tonight brought to you by the Tonganoxie Public Library. The Public Library offers a wide variety of services for all the citizens of our community. Stop by and visit them 1217 East 4th Street or go to their website and view all their programs and resources at tonganoxielibrary.org. And thank you to John Thompson, our PA announcer tonight, for those starting lineups. Same 5, all seniors for your Lady Chieftains: Baldock, Sunderland, Seba, Lang, and Aaron. And on the flip side, for the visiting Broncos, got Freegan, Weber, Powell, Busher, and Oakes.
Kind of surprised they're starting a freshman.
Yeah, we talked about 8 total seniors on this team. Was kind of anticipating a more, maybe 5 seniors out there, but a couple of seniors, a junior, and even a freshman. As this is Powell with it and giving it down low inside. This is Oakes. Back out, open shot, and knocking it down. First points of the night belong to the Broncos as Freegan knocks down that shot, and a little bit of some slight pressure coming from the Broncos, but Seba able to get it across the timeline. As defending her is Powell. These Lady Chieftains past couple of games, a little bit of a common theme is a little bit of a slow start, especially on the offensive ends. And starting 0 for 1 so far tonight. Definitely need to try to pick up that pace a little bit tonight. Keep up with the points that definitely Spring Hill's going to be putting up, averaging 44 points a game so far this season, and they're showing it so far in the early goings.
Yeah, back-to-back threes.
A three-pointer from Powell, and that one from Freegan, a little long range too, so it's a 5-0 game, a 5-0 run for Spring Hill. And this game was supposed to happen over nearly a month ago. Got postponed due to some COVID problems within the Spring Hill organization, and both the boys and girls for Tongi had an opening on the 15th, so that is why they scheduled it. Meanwhile, a wide open 3 for Brooklyn Lang and a rare air ball from her. Definitely don't see her off target very often. Meanwhile, straightaway 3 is up, and oh my goodness, Freegan knocking down that 3, and now it's an 8-0 run. 3 possessions and 3 baskets for the Broncos. Can't be more efficient than that.
No, Lady Chieftains are going to have to defend that three-point line a little better.
Seba now trying to drive in and draw a foul. She does just that. And looks like we will inbound. So no shooting foul there. They give that to the freshman, Busher. It's her first, team's first. Quick ball movement and open underneath his lane, but again, off target and again underneath, missing the bunny, but then Hattie Baldock getting the rebound and is immediately fouled. And that's back-to-back fouls on Busher. So the freshman now in a little bit of foul trouble, and Spring Hill quickly going to be getting a sub in, head coach Clay Freegan. As this is number 25, Lorelia Harris. Tonganoxie still looking for their first points of the game and putting it into this 8-0 run from the Broncos. This is Aaron with it near side, taking the screen. Still dribbling around, good defense from Weber. Ball loose for a moment, still loose. Last touch by Lang, and another turnover for Tonganoxie.
Lady Chieftains cannot afford to turn it over tonight.
No, definitely not tonight, especially with the Spring Hill team that just looks to be red hot to start this one off. They've scored on their first 3 possessions, looking to go 4 for 4 on this trip. Slinging over the way to Freegan. Good defense by Aaron, causing her to travel. A little slight shuffling of the feet. And now let's see if Tonganoxie can cash this in for some points down on the other end. And a little bit of full court pressure coming from the Broncos, but not fully committed.
Yeah, it's just token pressure.
Seba trying to cross up her defender late. Pass to Baldock, deflected. Now it's up to Sunderland. She drives in the paint. Looking for Baldock again and wide off the mark. And this team is just not on the same page offensively right now.
Well, they're trying to force their passes inside, trying to force it inside. They need to have a little more ball movement and then try and get it inside.
Yeah, you can tell this hot start from Spring Hill has them a little bit flustered, picking things up a little bit too fast, not seeing the full movement of the offense go through, not enough ball movement. And meanwhile, another 3-point up from Freegan, and the first miss of the night for the Broncos off the iron, and it rolls out of bounds near the Tonganoxie bench, and the Lady Chieftains will have possession of it. So Sunderland inbounds it. Lang with it guarded by Freegan, trying to dribble here near side and a handoff to Sunderland. Lady Chieftains trying to swing the ball down low, and they finally do. It's Baldock going to work underneath, kick back out. Back to Aaron, three-point range, and no good. Freegan pulling down the rebound, and she gives it off to Weber. Trying to get it down low. It's just out of the fingertips of Aaron, and going up with the shot that was Oaks, and she was fouled on the way by Hattie Baldock. She should be going to the line for a pair, and she will. First foul of the game for Hattie. First one up on the way from the southpaw, and good off the rainbow arch.
Number 10, Murray, and number 13, Dawson.
More substitutions. Murray and Dawson checking in for the Broncos. Second free throw on the way from Oaks. It is up and it is good. And the first double-digit lead of the night for Spring Hill, 10-0 over the Lady Chieftains, approaching the 4-minute mark of this first quarter. Ava has a little bit of separation, hesitates, now drives, and foul will be on the floor. So another foul on Spring Hill. This one they're going to tag to Murray, fresh off the bench.
Well, I like the Lady Chieftains being aggressive, taking it to the baskets, because they picked up 2 fouls on the Broncos doing so. So let's see what happens here.
Just able to get it in before the 5 seconds. The Sunderland kick out on the drive to Seba, and finally Tonganoxie on the scoreboard. A 3-pointer from Reagan Seba. See if they can build upon this momentum here. This is Dawson with a handoff. Weber up top, now to the elbow. Back on the wing to Murray. A little bit of ball movement here, now inside, and blocked by Hattie, the little mid-range jumper from Dawson.
Yeah, good defense there. She didn't bite on the head fake.
Now Sunderland quickly back the other way and
She's out
try
of
to get it to
control.
Baldock, and good job underneath by Hattie. It looked like Spring Hill got the rebound. They were coming back the other way, but just able to get a hand on it. And they're going to say last touch by Weber going off her knee and out of bounds. So the ball will stay down here at this end.
Lady Chieftains got bailed out there.
It's times like that, you got to cash in for some points here.
Yeah, you really don't want two empty possessions there.
Siba trying to shake Murray and blowing by her. Last minute handoff to Hattie, and that one poked away. Open three for Sunderland, and was trying to drive in, and she is fouled on the way, and that one's going to be on Oaks, her first. And team's fourth already for Spring Hill at the 2:55 mark. Powell coming back in for Oaks on the Spring Hill side. Tonganoxie still all 5 starters remaining out there. Spring Hill, great job so far, making it hard to access down low inside, but that's exactly what you got to do. Drive in, have it collapse, and they had the open shot there with Aaron. It looked online, but just a little short off the iron.
Yeah, the Lady Broncos are in a 2-1-2 zone, and you really need to drive and kick out to the open shooters.
And an open pass to Dawson. Got Sunderland to bite on the head fake, dribbling in, and gets it to roll in gracefully off the back iron. And it's a 12-3 ball game now in favor of Spring Hill. Approaching 2 minutes left to go. Lang catch and shoot, and that one, another air ball. Her second of the first quarter. And it was Dawson quickly coming back the other way. Now the ball's in the hands of Weber. She lets it fly. Nothing but net. Holy cow. Third three-pointer of the night for Spring Hill. And you can definitely tell why this team is on top of the Frontier League standings, partner.
No question about that.
And that one over the head of Lang, trying to save it.
It was a good save.
Yep, good effort for her right near the boys' Spring Hill team. Another three-pointer on the way for Siba.
Yes, we're going to need some of that.
2 3-pointers on the night for Reagan Siba. She has all 6 points for Tonganoxie and back to a 9-point lead.
She's going to need some help, though.
Yep. Underneath, working on Aaron, no good. The shot from Harris.
Good job just limiting the Broncos to one shot on that possession.
Approaching a minute left here. Be huge, get some points on this possession, specifically another three-pointer. Most importantly, do not try to force a shot up. Take your time. You can take up the remaining 50 seconds and counting if you choose. And they get it to Siba, open again. And offline, but right there, good box out underneath from Hattie Baldock. Able to put it back up for the easy 2. A quick little run here from Tonganoxie. Meanwhile, underneath, shot up and off the glass from Weber. Through a pair of white jerseys. And what will probably be the final possession, at least for Tonganoxie, but it's going to end up with a steal. That was Harris just taking it right out of the hands of Lang. Broncos looking to have the final shot, and it is up and short. A shot from Weber, no good. 5 points in the first quarter for her, and 17 total for the Broncos as they lead Tonganoxie 17-8. We'll be right back with second quarter action on the other side of this break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Chieftain Athletics.
More than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
Back here live at Tonganoxie High School, Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Game one of our doubleheader tonight between your Tonganoxie Chieftains and the Spring Hill Broncos. Second quarter action underway here. Lady Chieftains in an early deficit, 17-8 to the Broncos. Any first quarter takeaways for you, partner?
Well, they need to attack that zone by driving and kicking out and finding the shooter. That zone's kind of kept them at bay. I mean, most of their scoring has been from the perimeter.
Yep, and 6 of the 8 coming from beyond the arc. Both of those by Reagan Seba, and then Hattie Baldock, the easy 2 underneath.
That's a good pass right there.
Gets it right back, and good straight-up defense.
And that was a good block by the Broncos there.
That was Weber underneath.
But that's how that's how you attack that zone. You know, you drive and then find the open person. And we haven't been doing that near enough.
Yep, and
they're lucky. I mean, they're only down by 9. They're still in this thing.
Yeah. Seba almost lost her footing there, but recollects as Isaacs fresh off the bench into this game. And there's Seba attacking, and that's exactly what you need right there.
Yeah, well, the Broncos just switched to man-to-man, and Reagan was able to beat her defender.
80% of the points belonging to Reagan Seba so far. And Tongi only down by 7, trying to keep this one in reach still. Weber trying to back down on Lang, almost had it poked away. And Tonganoxie almost coming away with the steal. It was Seba and Isaacs both fighting for it, and it goes off the sneaker. And
it looked like Reagan had a shot at that. It just kind of went off her sneaker.
Got to get it in quickly here, and barely does, and back to Harris. And
nice little mid-range jumper.
That's Weber getting it into Powell and almost losing her balance right near that baseline, able to give it back to Weber, and she puts it up for the easy jump shot. And
she stepped on the baseline, I guess.
And quickly trying to get it down low. They were looking for Oaks back into the game, and it's off her fingertips last. So Spring Hill giving the ball right back to Tonganoxie after the Lady Chieftains had the turnover on their last possession.
Lady Chieftains need to take advantage of these turnovers by the Broncos.
Yeah, points off turnovers. We've seen them haunt Tonganoxie in previous games. It'd be nice to see them kind of take advantage of them, especially when you're behind like this. You got to make every turnover count. And Seba again, but just a little too strong off the glass. Well, so far, Seba, whenever she wants to drive, she has basically been having her way.
On the man-to-man defense, she's able to beat the defender they have on her right now anyway.
Now Seba into the corner. Cheyenne Aaron for 3, clanking off the iron short. And the rebound going to Powell. Murray up top, Freegan, 3-point shot, and rattles around the rim and eventually falls. Second 3-pointer on the night for Freegan, 8 points total. And it's back to a 12-point lead. Full timeout here for Tonganoxie as they trail the Broncos 22-10, 5:37 in the second quarter. We'll be right back after the breaks here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Come count the ways 1866 Bar and Grill is Tongie's tastiest. Incredible selection, delicious preparation, and a beautifully designed space all make 1866 one of the area's premier eateries, delivering big city taste in a small town atmosphere. Satisfying sandwiches, sizzling steaks, the best burgers anywhere, and even lovely lemonade. See the full menu on Facebook at 1866 Bar and Grill or order now by calling 913-369-7007. Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
Back out of the full timeout from Tonganoxie, Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. 22-10 is our score. Broncos on top of the Lady Chieftains. It's been a little bit of a slow and sluggish start for the Lady Chieftain offense. Outside of Reagan Seba, she has 8 so far tonight, needing a little bit of help and looking for that to start here. As this is Seba with it, now driving baseline, having the defense collapse. Now some ball movement, trying to get the open shot. Good recovery from Spring Hill and
nice.
A good drive.
Yeah,
good
drive, and that was also a good screen right there by Hattie.
And underneath, that was Isaacs down in the post, kind of boxing out her opponent, giving Sunderland the easy lane in the easy 2. Back to a 10-point lead now. Need to string together some stops here. This is Oaks driving in, almost had it poked away from Aaron, but she gives it to Freegan. And another one on the way and no good from Powell. And rebound corralled in the corner by Reagan Seba.
Even the ones they're missing are almost going down.
Yeah, I know. You can tell this team is deadly from beyond the arc. Bounce pass up top. Ball back now to Sunderland and trying to get it into Isaacs, and good defense underneath. That was Powell.
They had to get on the floor and get the ball for the Chieftains.
She doesn't care if she's covering in bruises and
reckless abandon.
Things,
That's what you need.
There's a warrior out there.
Yeah, no question.
And trying to get the ball back, and again, great defense, and then yet again, Hattie fighting to the end. Unfortunately, possession arrow favoring the Broncos.
Well, they're trying to force that a little bit because the defender had good position there to defend the pass going into the paint.
Got Dawson, Busher, and now Bond making her first appearance into the game for Spring Hill. And Emma Sunderland getting checked out momentarily for Tonganoxie. There's Bond with it, with the ball, and out finds his way near side here to Dawson, trying to work in on Seba up top to Oaks, and she hands it off to Weber. Spin move, shaking Isaacs and trying to get it off the glass. No good. Second chance. Yes, underneath from Oaks.
Second chance points.
Yep, somebody forgot to put a body on Big 35 down there. Sheba dribbling around, quickly trying to give it to Isaacs, and good heads-up defense from Weber, tipping that up and coming away with the steal. Now calling for it underneath. This is Busher. And I think they're going to get that foul on Hattie as she was coming over for help defense, kind of colliding right into Busher, and that's her second, the second team foul for Tonganoxie, and number 2, Hattie Baldock's going to get checked out of the game, and Sunderland back in. Again, a deep bench for Spring Hill compared to the short bench from Tonganoxie. Surely probably will play a factor later on in this game, like we have seen it play a factor for the opponents at Tonganoxie all year long.
These 5 seniors here have had a lot of floor time, so they should be in basketball shape.
Yeah. It's kind of like how Coach Troyer and the football team, the majority of those guys, they play both ways. So that's where the summer conditioning, the off-season conditioning kind of comes in. Right. So you're ready for that.
That's a frustration foul right there.
Yeah, 3-pointer off for Seba, and that was Isaacs just trying to fight for the rebound. And she's going to get called for the foul, her first. Freegan back into the game for the Broncos. Quickly coming across the court, 2:30 and counting remaining until halftime, and a 12-point lead for Spring Hill as they sit on top comfortably on the Lady Chieftains, and Reagan Seba coming away with the steal and the easy 2 on the other end, not getting timid with the footsteps behind her, as that was Busher.
Yeah, she made sure she finished that.
Yep. 10 points on the night now for Reagan. Almost coming away with another one, almost taken away from Dawson again. Out of Oaks and ricocheted around, and it's back to Dawson and up top to Bond. Freegan taking the screen now. Near side wing here on Oaks. She drives in on Aaron. A little bit of a mismatch. On bounce pass back up to Freegan. Good ball movement here. A little hesitation and a drive.
Nice drive.
And can't quite finish it. That's Bond.
She'll shoot two, though.
Yep. Has a chance to earn them at the line, and they give this one to Emma Sunderland. It'll be her first, and a fourth team foul for Tonganoxie. Each team with 4 team fouls. This is number 15, Addison Bond, another freshman out there getting some varsity time for Spring Hill at the line as she missed her first attempt. More substitutions for Spring Hill, including Powell coming in for Oaks. Coach Clay Freegan substituting often here, keeping some fresh legs for his team. Minute 34 until halftime. That time able to dance around on the rim a little bit and get it to fall. And this time looking to stick through with the pressure and almost coming away with it, and Tonganoxie quickly getting it across before the violation and then intercepted, looking for Isaacs underneath.
Spring Hill has numbers. Oh, good hands by
Reagan Seba.
Reagan.
One-on-one here. Sunderland, no foul call, but she's still able to finish the 2. I actually like the no whistle there. I thought that was pretty good defense. But now quickly coming back the other way, Bond, and she couldn't finish the layup.
Seba's everywhere tonight. She just got that rebound, too.
Yeah. What do you call her? You call her the Energizer Bunny. That's for a reason, don't you?
Absolutely.
Back to a 9-point lead now. Tonganoxie really looking to cut into this deficit here before halftime. Under a minute left to play, 40 seconds and counting. Passing along the perimeter, now Lang handing it off to Seba, to Aaron. Long range three on the way, can't get it to fall off the back iron. And a rebound by Weber. And she passes it up to Bond, and another good pass underneath to Powell. And just like that, 3 passes to get down the court. And that was Powell underneath, and she gets fouled, so she'll be going to the line.
That's just how the coaches draw it up.
First foul of the night for Reagan Seba. 15 foul for Tonganoxie. Powell shooting a pair at the free throw line, knocking down her first attempt. And Murray and Oaks check back in for Bond and Busher for Spring Hill. And second free throw falling down for Powell. 5 points on the night for her, and then more pressure, but getting it to the open girl, and Cheyenne Aaron trying to go up and under the basket, wide off the mark, and tipped out by Sage Isaacs as she was fighting for the rebound. And Spring Hill now in prime position and had the final shot here. Weber with it, met by Lang, trying to put the moves on her, driving in and tipped and blocked from Sunderland. And now another whistle, and this is going to be on Oaks as she was trying to chase down that ball. It collided with Sunderland. Second foul of the night for Oaks, and 3.1 seconds remain on the clock. And got to try to get it in quick and within reasonable range, and they find Cheyenne Aaron. Got to put it up here quick. And I don't think it was out of her hands in time, and it was blocked anyways, so that is how the first half comes to an end. Tonganoxie 16, Spring Hill 27. We'll be right back with the White Birch Properties halftime show right after this break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com. The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
With the First State Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank and Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC.
Forward-thinking fashions and fashionable formals. That's Jeannie's Formals Fashions and Boutique in downtown Tonganoxie. Jeannie's is Tongi's dress shop with the perfect style for your upcoming formal event, including tuxes. Jeannie's also has a huge selection of Chiefs and Chieftain gear, kids' apparels and toys, graphic tees, sublimated tumblers, and more. Stylish apparel in sizes from juniors to 3X. Stop by and see the girls at Jeannie's to get the latest fashions first. 520 East 4th Street in downtown Tongi, or on Facebook at Jeannie's Formals.
This halftime show is brought to you by White Birch Properties Realty Executives. At White Birch Properties, you have a team of agents ready to help you buy or sell that next house. Their team is ready to help lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-915-0451. Back here live at halftime, Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drenning. And thank you all so much for joining us tonight on this Tuesday evening. Run through the point totals. Starting first with your Tonganoxie Lady Chieftains. Only 3 ladies putting in the work right now. Hattie Baldock with 2 points, Emma Sunderland with 4, and Reagan Seba with 10, leading all scores in the game. On the flip side for Spring Hill, Freegan with 8 and a pair of 3-pointers. Weber with 7, Powell with 5, Oaks with 4, and Dawson with 2, and Bond with only 1. So we have the 27-16 score. Lady Chieftains trailing by 11 at halftime. Saw a lot of things kind of give Tonganoxie some fits, especially a little bit of that zone defense. Not able to get inside very much, but we saw it, especially with Reagan Seba, when she was able to drive and get to the basket. It was either she was able to finish or was able to get a foul. I mean, I don't know why they haven't been doing that much more, but that's got to be the big key to the second half, don't you think?
Right. Well, the time she was able to do that, partner, the Broncos were in man-to-man, and the defender that was on Reagan just couldn't stay with her. So that's where she did most of her damage. And it didn't take the Broncos long to switch back to that zone defense, which has kind of baffled the Lady Chieftains so far.
Yeah, so far seems to have, and we saw a little bit there later in the second half when Spring Hill got back to that zone. Tonganoxie was able to drive into the paint. The defense would collapse. They were able to kick it out, too. It's just
you got to hit your shots.
Yeah, you got to hit the shots. But also give credit to Spring Hill. They did have a couple of possessions where they had nice recovery, getting back out, putting a hand into the face of the shooter, kind of make it Tonganoxie a little bit uncomfortable. And we've seen it so many times in the past for the Lady Chieftains. Whenever they haven't been able to get it done on the inside, typically the end result is not very in favor.
Yeah,
it's not very favorable when you got to force them to kind of take the shots from long to medium range.
Yeah, and I think you saw a lot of the, several times they tried to force the ball inside to Hattie Baldock, and they just collapsed on her.
Yeah,
ball was poked away.
Yeah, it's something that has been so good for this team when they were going on that stretch where they won 3 out of 4 games or 4 out of 5. The ball movement on the offensive end was so crisp, it was so fluid, and just absolutely amazing. And when they finally had the open shots, the shooters were able to make them. So obviously 2 big keys there. But so far tonight, I don't know, the hot start for Spring Hill, they started off on a 10-0 run. I don't know if it kind of got Tonganoxie flustered or not, but it took them a little bit to get in the rhythm. Reagan Siva started to get hot. They went on a little bit of a run, and then just on the defensive end, Spring Hill, I mean, let's talk about their offense for a little bit. They have some shooters from beyond the range. Definitely Freegan, she's got a pair. You got Weber that could go down low in the paint and also has the range to knock him down. Powell with 1, so 4 3-pointers in total given up in that first half.
I think Reagan had 2 for us, so
yep, she did.
That's all we had.
Yep, 2 3-pointers for us, everything else.
Yeah, she's definitely going to need some help this second half. There's no question about it.
Yep, and again, I mean, it's an 11-point lead right now for Spring Hill, but it's still not, it could be a lot worse.
Oh,
it probably should. It probably should be a lot worse. So, I mean, Tonganoxie very fortunate right now where they sit as they trail 27-16 to Spring Hill. You have a better second half, and we've seen it. Take Leavenworth, for example.
No,
I mean, if you guys missed that game on Thursday, I mean,
missed a good one.
It was up to a 20-point lead in the third quarter, halfway through the third quarter for the Pioneers. And Tonganoxie stormed back, and they got back within 5. Yep, it was 5 points in the fourth quarter, and unfortunately that 20-point deficit. If it was a 14 or 15-point deficit, we'd be good, but 20 points just a little bit too much to overcome. But the point is that this Tonganoxie team, they make good adjustments in the locker room at halftime. They come out, they definitely usually play a much better second half, and going to need a little bit tonight. Only down by 11, so
there's no quit in them. So they're not going to go quietly.
Never say never with this team. Approaching 2 minutes left to go. We're going to go ahead and take our final break, and we'll be right back with second half action right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live as the Chieftains take on the Broncos.
With the First State Bank and Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank and Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com. The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
Wizard of
The start of the second half is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust in Tonganoxie. Community National Bank offers a diverse mix of products and services to serve all of your financial needs, whether it's financing a new home, expanding your small business, or needing assistance with your retirement plans. You can learn more at their website, communitynationalbank.net. Both teams out of the locker room and on the court, ready to start this second half. The first place Broncos leading the lead, Chieftains 27-16.
Now it looks like Coach Loomis went with 2 of his taller players to try and combat some of the size advantage that Spring Hill has. So he's got Sage Isaac starting this second half.
Yeah, typically you see to start the third quarter, the starting lineup back in for Coach Loomis, but Emma Sunderland, the one Lady Chieftain who started the game, not starting in the second half right now.
Fouls on Boucher, third.
Tonganoxie laying, and Aaron and Isaacs out there for Tonganoxie. And already an early substitution for Spring Hill is, was that Oaks that came in late? No, number 25, it's Harris. Steva inbounding at the baseline, she gets it in, laying mid-range jumper up and no good. Ball batted around and into the hands of Weber.
Unfortunate. Hattie had good position there, but the rebound just came off a little longer.
Yep, and Lee Chieftains catching a break there as
no
Weber
question.
looking ahead for the pass and off the mark, rolls out of bounds. Tonganoxie be getting the ball right back.
Yeah, they need to get some points off turnovers here to. They're going to have a chance.
Yeah, this is one of the games I really wish that we had the setup
Good
like we
drive.
did with the tournament.
And call her for traveling.
Yeah, I wish this was one of the games where we had kind of set up down low where we got the halftime stats because that always told us points off turnovers.
Yeah, that was nice to have.
As the amount of turnovers that Tonganoxie was able to force off at Spring Hill and how many little points they were able to cash in for, it's got to definitely make them pay a little more now.
Oh, Hattie is a warrior in the paint, I'm telling you.
This foul called on Harris of Spring Hill. Her first, the second team foul on the half for Spring Hill. Still looking for our first points of the second half. This is Seba with it, taking a screen from Balldog. Now picking up her dribble, and not enough mustard on that pass as she was looking to get it to Cheyenne Aaron, but Weber jumping that one, now trying to get it down low inside, and good awareness from Isaacs, able to get a fingertip on it, deflecting it out of bounds. And Weber went down at the baseline, looking to get it down low. Had to settle to Freegan near the wing, and back to Weber. Oaks trying to call for it down low. Instead, it comes up, sets the screen at the elbow, and a little give and go, and trying to bounce pass back. It was deflected, shot up from the wing, and no good. And again, there's Hattie down low, fighting for her life, and the rebound.
It looks like Spring Hill's in a man-to-man here, so this is where Reagan did some damage, so hopefully she can drive and dish, or drive and finish.
Bounce pass one-on-one. Hattie working on Oaks. And
that was
blocks.
just a good block.
Yep.
Hattie's giving up a little size there, but she is not intimidated at all.
No.
She's taking it right to him.
We got Hattie listed at 5'9", and Spring Hill, of course. Whenever I really want to know the height of somebody, they never put it on the programs that you get here at the front door. So. But definitely giving up some height and some reach for sure. But that's the third foul on Oaks, so she might be getting checked out of the game. Coach Freegan not making a move to the bench yet, and that's just unfortunate timing there, trying to get it to Seba, but Isaac's able to collect. And this is going to end up being another foul for Spring Hill, stacking up here quickly. So they give that one to Weber, her first. Now Dawson checking in for Oaks, so Oaks with her 3 fouls will head to the bench. Hopefully Reagan Seba put a little bit more, we'll stick them on the bottom of her shoes, prevent from slipping. 3-point shot on the way from Aaron, no good, just hadn't been on target so far tonight. Rebounded by Dawson. Seba trying to poke it away from behind and momentarily loose for a moment, but able to collect. And now Seba an inadvertent hand to the face to Dawson. Weber sizing up lane, backing her down, and not able to finish the shot. And eventually.
Yeah, nice save there by Reagan. She'll give credit to with a rebound, too.
Mm-hmm. Cheyenne Aaron, and almost thought she was putting up another 3-point shot there for a minute. And now bounce inside the ball dock and just not able to.
See, they're trying to force it.
Yeah.
They need to have better ball movement so they have open passing lanes.
I agree. Now whistle and a foul underneath. It looks like this is going to be on Cheyenne Aaron. She kind of shrugs her shoulders. A little confusion and disagreement, and she's going to get checked out of the game. Emma Sunderland coming back in. And Coach Lim is trying to stick with Baldock and Isaacs both in the game, and bodies hitting the floor. Isaacs and Sunderland for Tonganoxie. Underneath that was Powell. Fighting hard underneath as they really got a foul on that? I guess they did, so give the foul to Sunderland, her second team foul.
She just came in the game, too.
Yeah. Weber now picking up her dribble up top to Powell, and now she'll give it back to Weber. And she's going to go ahead and pull the trigger from three-point range. No good, and that's going to be an easy foul on Harris.
Yeah, over the back.
Yep.
I mean, the Lady Chieftains are still in this thing. Let's go. A couple of buckets.
Yep, still looking for our first points of the third quarter still. It stays a 27-16 game, approaching the halfway mark here in about 20 seconds or so. And another thing working in favor of the Lady Chieftains, Spring Hill already with 5 team fouls, so if they can get into the bonus later on in the second half and they can get to the line and make the free throws, that can maybe fuel a comeback, but that
can't afford those empty possessions, though, if you want to try and get back in the game.
They're looking for Brooklyn Lang down there in the corner. The pass just a little bit too hot to handle, and it goes out of bounds. And Coach Lim is kind of spiking his mechanical pencil in frustration there, and I can't blame him.
Well, those are unforced errors, and that'll drive coaches crazy.
And now Spring Hill trying to get it down low to Oaks, not working. Weber shot up, no good. Almost grazed the top of the backboard, so no dead ball. And now Reagan Seba has it.
She's got to be close to a double-double already.
Yeah, for sure. Lang, three-point shot up, and again, short. That's her third air ball, second from three-point range. Looking to redeem herself here, and
she overcompensated there. Shot it long. Well, she's shooting 3 or 2?
Yeah, she's going to be shooting 3, so that's a foul on Ball.
Need to cash in here at the free throw line.
They say shooting 2. It had appeared that
I thought she was behind the line.
I thought she was too. The PA announcer says 2. We'll see what the officials say after this. So free throw good from Lang, and at the 3:28 mark of the third quarter, we have our first bucket of the second half. Baldock now coming back in, and is this Seba getting? No, I thought Seba was coming out of the game.
No, she's shooting
for a moment. Yeah, so it is 3 points. It was a three-pointer for Brooklyn Lang, and third and final free throw on the way. 1 for 1, 1 for 2 so far on this trip, and 2 for 3. Gets that one to fall. 2 points. First points of the night for Brooklyn Lang.
Well, they got it under 10.
Yep. And
another bad pass.
Miscommunication.
Oh.
No.
Emma's not protesting much, though. Well, maybe she did get a finger on it.
If she did get a finger on it, I mean, it might have been like the tippy tip of her nails from the sweetheart dance this past week, because I don't know. Yep. Very, very close. Meanwhile, Weber underneath getting the ball and going to work.
Yeah, that was a nice move and scoop from the left side.
9 points on the night for Weber, and back to an 11-point lead. 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Lang looking for Isaacs underneath.
See, they're trying to force it.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why they're. I mean, I know why they're trying to force it down low, but in the past they've just used great ball movement to get the open shot, and just not wanting to be that patient tonight. I'm not sure. Open 3 for Reagan Seba. That time not able to collect, and this is going to be close.
White ball. That's good hustle by Hattie.
Yep. Baldock and Powell underneath, both fighting for that ball, and it'll stay down here with Tonganoxie, a third chance.
And they need to cash here.
Seba looking, bounce pass into Isaac. She gives it right back. And now across the way to Sunderland.
See, they're back in that zone.
Good underneath and
go.
good ball
There you
movement
go.
here.
Oh.
Just not able to cash in, but another rebound underneath from Isaacs.
Good job and good pass out.
Now Seba attacking too strong.
Yep.
Lady Chieftains, they have 4 chances for it on that possession.
You got to come away with something on those.
Yep.
Just not efficient enough.
Weber backing down and out to Bond, now to Murray. Oaks one-on-one, a mismatch on Lang, and not able to finish a shot in the paint.
Yeah, Lady Chieftains were fortunate there. They were outmatched down low. Just a little strong.
Across the way to Sunderland. No look pass to Lang, and short off the iron. She has just not been able to figure out the range from three-point land tonight, and now a full timeout taken by Coach Freegan and Spring Hill as they lead the Lady Chieftains 29-18, 1:26 left to go in the third quarter here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
From its native roots to the bustling community it is today, Tonganoxie's past is as unique as its future. With small-town charm and big city amenities, Tonganoxie is the ideal place to grow a business and grow a family. Just 20 minutes from both Lawrence and Kansas City, Tonganoxie is perfectly positioned. Take an afternoon and come explore Tonganoxie. To learn more, go to tonganoxie.org.
At Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 913-845-8400 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, your partner for lifelong health.
Back here, ready to resume action in the third quarter. 1:26 left to go. Broncos on top, 29-18. That inbounds pass tipped and batted out of bounds by Reagan Seba. So we will switch baselines for the inbound. This is Freegan back into the game for the Broncos, and she's going to get it right into Weber. Guarding her is Lang. And Freegan quickly firing on that one and almost wedging that one between the backboard and the rim.
Both teams ice cold this second half.
Yeah. Down low now to Isaacs, trying to get it back to Sunderland, and again, just a little bit too low. And another jump ball called, and it'll go to the Broncos.
Yeah, when that ball goes into the paint for the Lady Chieftains, that zone's just collapsing.
Cheyenne Aaron back in for Tonganoxie for Emma Sunderland. I haven't seen as much playing time in the second half from Emma as we were used to seeing. Not sure if there's some underlying reason for that or not for Coach Loomis. Meanwhile, Weber losing a defender, and her shot no good, but right underneath, putting it back in is Harris. First points on the night for her.
Yeah, nobody blocked her out.
A 13-point lead now for Spring Hill, and they have been, as you had mentioned, partner, ice cold. And if there was a quarter for Tonganoxie to kind of start this comeback, it would have been this quarter. Well, unfortunately, it's just been colder.
Yeah.
That three-point attempt no good from Cheyenne Aaron, and last shot coming up here. It's in the hands of Weber. She drives in, spin move, turned around, and making it look so easy out there. 11 points on the night for Weber, and the Broncos lead 33-18. Final quarter coming up on the other side of the break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Chieftain Athletics.
At Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, you'll find incredible care close to home, a friendly staff here for you.
For more than 20 years, Kevin Gallagher with American Family Insurance has been serving area families and businesses. As members of your community, Kevin and his staff understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted neighbors and friends. With locations in Tonganoxie and Kansas City, the Kevin Gallagher Agency is building stronger partnerships. Get a quote today by calling 913-369-4444. That's 913-369-4444. Home, life, auto, farm, and more. The Kevin Gallagher Agency, American Family Insurance. Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
And back here ready for the start of the fourth quarter at Tonganoxie High School. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan in game one of our doubleheader tonight between the Broncos and the Chieftains, and Spring Hill leading this one 33-18. Tonganoxie is yet to lead in this one.
Those are dangerous passes when you're trying to pass over a zone.
Quickly are trying to get it underneath to Busher, and just out of the reach for her.
That's why I'd like to see him do more ball movement around the perimeter.
I know.
Instead of trying to throw it over the top. There's too much length.
Yeah, I mean,
Spring Hill has too much length to do that.
Yeah, you and me both. I'm not entirely sure what the game plan has been tonight for this squad, but
Coach Loomis hasn't been real happy with it either.
no, I don't know. Just have not been executing.
Now they're in a 1-2-2.
And Sebo trying to drive, and two purple jerseys right there to meet her.
Yeah, they're double teaming the ball on the screen.
And now finally creating some separation and cashing in for the three-pointer. Cheyenne Aaron, first points on the night for her. And now needing to get some stops here. This is Oaks trying to work on Seba. A handoff to Weber.
Bravo.
They're going to say she walked with it. Looking to bring the lead back to 10 or possibly single digits on this possession. Down low to Baldock, immediately double teamed.
Yeah, and the third defender was coming.
And then when they finally do get it down inside in the post, just a swarm of purple jerseys and not able to kick it out.
Yeah, it's even tough. Yeah, that's a great pass there.
Yep. Just putting enough touch on it for Oaks. They're able to collect underneath and out of the reach and the fingertips of Emma Sunderland. And the largest lead tonight.
That's where that length comes into play.
14-point lead for Spring Hill. Give and go. Sunderland to Lang, and finally getting that one to fall. Her first three-pointer of the night. Powell with it. Near side up top. Oaks, and that's Bronco down momentarily. That was Busher, and we got a whistle on the drive. And we're going to have free throws coming, and they're going to give that foul to Emma Sunderland. That'll be her third. Only the third team foul on the half for the Lady Chieftains. So Jenna Weber, the junior, shooting a pair of free throws. And eavesdropping a little bit to the Spring Hill Live broadcast. Our boss, BJ Harris, saying she's a 90% free throw shooter on the year and only going 1 for 1 on that trip there. I'm actually still looking to make a little rally here. Sunderland.
Good drive.
Good lane to the basket and a good drive. 6 points on the night. And back to a 10-point lead for the Broncos. Quickly down low to Busher, working on Baldock and easily finishing underneath, especially through some contact.
That's the freshman, isn't it?
It is the freshman. First points on the night for her. She definitely doesn't look like a freshman, though, doesn't she?
She's a good-sized lady. Nice length.
Yes.
And, man, getting some valuable varsity time as a freshman, that's man, that's going to pay off down the road. And carried the ball.
Yep. Siva just dribbling a little too much, trying to do a little too much with it. Dawson coming back in for the Broncos. Freegan heading to the bench. Two of the freshmen is Busher. Back to Powell up top, guarded by Cheyenne Aaron, and Dawson fresh into the game. Taking the screen and handoff to Weber now. Dribble once and fire it away and in and out. Nearly getting that three-pointer to fall, and the ball quickly finding its way to Sunderland, wisely slowing down and waiting for the Cavalry to show up, and they're going to say she stepped out of bounds right on the baseline there in front of the student section. And just another unfortunate break for the Lady Chieftains. And Emma, again, coming out of the game. Isaacs back in, off the bench.
Yeah, I think more than anything, Coach Loomis is trying to counter the length that the Lady Broncos have.
Definitely a wise move. Now Weber working underneath on Isaacs. It's going to be the second foul of the game for her. And 2 more free throws on the way for Weber. First one up on the way and good. Weber, neither team is making a substitution. 4:10 left to go in the fourth quarter, and it is now a 40-26 ball game after Weber knocks down both her free throws there. 14 points on the night for her. And a 14-point lead.
The Lady Chieftains cannot afford any more empty possessions here. They're going to need to cash in and be efficient. Good drive. Oh, wow.
Tipped.
I thought she was going to get a foul there, but it was a nice block.
No whistle. And Weber, the nearest Bronco, in on her. And now Powell, 3-point on the way, no good. And fighting for it was Baldock on Oaks. And they're going to say last touch by Hattie. He'll stay it down this end. Murray in for Powell for Spring Hill. And Weber will inbound right on the O of the Tonganoxie lettering on that baseline, and another foul underneath. Yep, that's going to be her third of the game.
Yeah, Coach Loomis can't afford to take her out. He's just going to have to let her play through it.
Yeah, with 3:39 left to go in the fourth, you just got to let it go at this point. And this is when the freshman Busher at the line. Southpaw missing her first attempt. And I definitely would like to see her when she's in her senior year. Yeah, I think she's going to be
probably going to be
really
a good
talented one. Might have to work on the free throws just a little bit, but other than that, she's got some great potential. Meanwhile, Dawson, first shot, second shot, no good, and Busher again underneath.
See, way too many second chance points.
Yep. This is almost just like a polar opposite Tonganoxie team that we have been used to seeing, and now a full timeout taken by Coach Loomis, trying to do anything to get his team back into it here. The deficit just keeps growing here, 42-26, 3:21 left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back after this break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Trendy tees, fun fashions, team threads, and even candy for the kids. That's the Rustic Heifer in Tonganoxie. The Rustic Heifer is helping make Tongi a boutique lover's paradise. One of a kind, handmade, locally sourced decor, clothes, and accessories. Find the right style for a night out on the town or the best fan gear for the big game. Support local, shop local. Find them on Facebook at Rustic Heifer Boutique and Custom Gifts, or stop by 616 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com.
Back at the full timeout from Tonganoxie as they still trail the Broncos 42-26, largest lead of the night for Spring Hill.
Lady Broncos go back to man-to-man.
See the driving baseline. It's just over the head.
Over and back.
Yep, over and back violation. Looking for Isaacs and just way over her head. Nothing you can do there. And another turnover for Tonganoxie.
Frustrating night for the Lady Chieftains.
I got This is Weber with it, dribbling around, looking to get it down low to Busher, and she does just that, working on Cheyenne Aaron, and in and out. That spat out at the very last second. I'm going to say possession will belong to Tonganoxie. 2:38 left to go in the fourth. Folks, don't forget to stick around for game 2 of our doubleheader between the Chieftains and the Broncos. The boys have a chance to get at it. Again, another makeup game. Supposed to happen earlier this year, postponed due to COVID, so we were making up tonight on the 15th. And if we have an interview from Coach Loomis, which after this one might be 50-50, after a frustrating game like this, and three-pointer off the mark for Aaron, and coming away with it is Murray, and just uncontested, going to go and lay it in for the layup. 44 points now, the season average points per game. And it appears that Coach Loomis has seen enough, because we're going to have a full line change here for Tonganoxie, and we really haven't seen this so far this year.
And Coach Loomis showing a little frustration, I think, here too.
Yeah, not liking the way his team is playing tonight, and the next whistle is going to be game over for all 5 seniors in this one.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, partner, on those makeup games, it's really good that they're able to make these games up, especially for these seniors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always good to get every single game played on the schedule throughout the year, although this one for the Lady Chieftains, at least at the moment, might be one that they wish to just forget, maybe never have been played. Instead, it's just been a rough night for them, and Coach Loomis just has a very frustrated look on his face. We'll be right back in 30 seconds here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Back in the fourth quarter here, and like we talked about, a full line change. So the starting 5 for Tonganoxie done for the night. Coach Loomis has seen enough. So Macy Lynn, Lakin Bennett, Lauren Bottery, Sierra Ennis, and Mariah Sneed will wrap this game up for Tonganoxie. Meanwhile, Spring Hill now starting to empty their bench, calling off the Dogs. An 18-point lead now for the Broncos, approaching the final minute of action here in the fourth quarter. Dom Bennett now giving it to Macy Lynn. Her three-point shot up and no good. Not able to hit iron or net. And it goes out of bounds. And again, like we were talking about with our post-game show after this, not a whole lot to go over in this one. We'll give our analysis of it for about a minute or two, and we'll see if Coach Loomis comes up for a post-game interview. He's done it about the past handful of games, but after this one, I'm not sure if he'll want to take the time. Might just want to get in the car and go home.
Well, he's got a lot of talking points he can use. Hopefully they'll use this as a learning experience.
Yeah, hopefully. This is arguably probably the most heated I don't know.
Frustrated.
Yeah, frustrated, I guess is the right word. But I have seen Coach Loomis with his 5 seniors.
Well, they definitely have not played up to their potential tonight. I mean, you're going to have nights like that.
Yeah, and I mean, let's not forget here, this isn't like this isn't like a Bishop Ward team coming in here.
Thank you.
Very courteous, but it's the number 1 team in in your conference in the Frontier League. So, I mean, I'm sure Coach Omis might have been expecting a little bit more of a fight from his squad, but
well, they were just ice. They've just been ice cold all night.
Yeah, I mean, and
I think Reagan, is she the only one at double figures?
Yeah, I mean, let me look here real quick. Yeah, she had 10 points at the end of the first half, didn't score a point in the second. And this is definitely just has been one to forget if you are Tonganoxie, as the clock all zeros across the board, and that is how this one ends. Spring Hill taking game one of the doubleheader, 44-26 over the Tonganoxie Chieftains. We now go straight into our post-game show here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, and towards the end of the fourth quarter, we had a very generous fan bring you and I some fresh baked chocolate chip cookies from the
they're still warm
Otis Spunkmeyer cookie machine down there. Again, the fundraising that they do every year here at the high school. This come to the basketball games, they always have the cookies ready to go, always going for after prom or after grad for the junior or senior class. You ran it for a while, and yeah, these are some of the best cookies, especially when they're nice and warm. They got that nice little crispy outer ring, nice and gooey and chewy on the inside. And again, I apologize for making you guys hungry at home, but it's hard to pass these up when they're piping hot. So that's how the first game ends tonight, 44-26, Spring Hill over at Tonganoxie. And yeah, not a lot of good to take away from this game, but like you also mentioned, a lot of talking points. So this was a team that it once looked like might have put their old habits to bed, might have been a completely different team, but now back on a 4-game losing streak, and a lot of old problems coming back to haunt them tonight. And this is about the time where you really want to start peaking and get hot towards the playoffs, and Tonganoxie is doing the exact opposite of that, and it's going to be interesting to see how they respond. Again, these 5 seniors, they don't want to see their season end, here in a couple of weeks, so it's all going to be about how do you respond, and I'm pretty sure that's probably the message from Coach Loomis, that how are you guys going to respond to close out the rest of this regular season?
Yeah, there was way too many second chance points and points off turnovers for the Broncos.
Yeah, just a rough night for Tonganoxie, so that will drop the Lady Chieftains back down to, I believe, 6-11 on the year, losing to the first place Spring Hill Broncos. We're going to go ahead. We're going to go back to the begin soon page. Again, 13 minutes and counting on.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and more. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
State High School Activities Association and Tonganoxie High School encourage you to make good sportsmanship a priority at all times. Winning is for a day, sportsmanship is for a lifetime. We invite you to remain seated at halftime of tonight's game for performance from our Chieftains Stars dance team. At this time, we ask that you please stand, remove your hats, and help us honor America and those who serve it in the playing of our national anthem. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For Spring Hill, number 1, the 5'11" senior, Reese Clotter. For Tonganoxie, number 12, the 6'2" senior, Kyler Keachman. For Spring Hill, number 11, the 6'2" junior, Luke Metcalf. For Tonganoxie, number 13, the 6'2" senior, Andrew Wilson. For Spring Hill, number 12, the 6'3" senior, Cameron Crotchet. For Tonganoxie, number 14, the 6'4" junior, Caleb Clark. Spring Hill, number 22, a 6'1" senior, Daniel Mitchell. For Tonganoxie, number 22, a 5'8" senior, Mikey Conroy. For Spring Hill, number 25, a 6'2" sophomore, Chase Bond. And for Tonganoxie, number 23, a 6' senior, Jen Novotny. Head coaches for tonight's game. For Spring Hill, Wesley Book. For Tonganoxie, Bill Joe. Officials for this evening's game are Alex Rottinghouse, Kenneth Massey, and Ethan Vaughn.
This boys' game tonight brought to you by Kansas Insurance. At Kansas Insurance, you'll find personalized coverage designed for you. As an agency, they believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client to see how they can help you protect what matters most. Call 913-369-6600. Same 5 out there for the Chieftains: Keatsman, Wilson, Clark, Conroy, and Novotny. On the flip side for the Broncos, Reese Clotter, Luke Metcalf, Cameron Crotchet, Daniel Mitchell, and Chase Bond. And Clark and the Chieftains winning the opening tip, and we are underway here in the opening quarter. our second game of our doubleheader between the Chieftains and the Broncos. Again, thank you all so much for joining us on this Tuesday evening. And quickly, Novotny trying to look for Keatsman right near the top of the key, and he wasn't quite expecting it, and Spring Hill beats him to the punch and to the basketball. And now they will go to work on their opening possession. This is Metcalf driving in, and a shot inside the paint, no good, and rebounded by Mikey Conroy.
Good defense there by Caleb Clark.
Conroy dribbling around, not giving it to Keatsman. Back to Conroy, driving right by his defender, and a little running floater, getting that one to fall. First points of the night belong to Mikey Conroy in the Chieftains. And Novotny nearly jumping that one and taking it the other way, but just near that baseline. It goes out of bounds. And Spring Hill inbound. We need a player, though. And finally, it's Clauder coming over there to inbound. Conroy right in front of him. He gets it down far side wing to Metcalf, working on Andrew Wilson up top the bond, and he gives it right to Crotchet. And another jumper. That time, nothing but net for Metcalf, tying this game up 2 apiece.
Nice touch on that shot.
Yeah, nothing but net. Gonna go Conroy right back. Up top, Clark. Showing us defender, now backing him down. Up top to Andrew Wilson. And wide open underneath is Keatsman, and a good block. And able to get the rebound and lay it right back up as Caleb Clark. Nevertheless, a great clean block from Crotchet on the first shot from Keatsman.
Yeah, but a nice offensive rebound there and putback.
Yep, and like we talked about, Caleb Clark really starting to come on in the past couple of weeks and getting the point on the other end and then getting the rebound right there. Again, a no-look zip pass to Conroy, now giving it to Keatsman. He'll hand it right back off to Andrew Wilson here in the near side corner. Now dribbling back up towards the top, setting up the offense once again. Up top, back to Keatsman. Novotny, a little bit of a head fake. And a quick whistle and a foul as Clark trying to drive to the basket himself, and he finishes, but fell on the floor on Metcalf, his team's first, and the first foul of the game. Conroy do inbound, waiting a few seconds, getting it in now to Andrew Wilson. Quickly.
Good pass.
And good ball movement. Conroy for 3. Yes. Five points early on for Conroy, 2 for Clark. It's a 7-2 lead for the Chieftains, and trying to get it down low, and oh man, I don't like that call.
They're going to say you got him with the body.
Yep. Man, I thought that was pretty good defense, but
Looked like good defense.
yeah, nevertheless, getting the whistle, and now barely getting it in, and ball tipped out of bounds right in front of Coach Jones. He was trying to save Mitchell.
Yeah,
Last one to touch is still trying to plead his case.
he was trying to sell that.
Yeah.
I believe that went out on Wilson.
Yeah, I think that's pretty safe to say. Well, what kind of coach would he be, though, if he was just like,
right.
yeah, that was out on us?
Yeah, they call that planting the seed. And they just miss a bunny. The Broncos do.
Yeah, that was Clauder again. Now Novotny, a little jerky movement. Looking for back-to-back three-pointers. Mikey Conroy off to a hot start in this one. 8 points early on. Second three-pointer of the night for Mikey Conroy, the senior. Trying to answer and does. That's Mitchell from downtown. 10-5 ball game now. The Spring Hill team coming in to this one, only 4 wins on the year. One of those coming last Friday against Lewisburg, and they have had their struggles.
Good drive by Andrew Wilson.
And meanwhile, for Tonganoxie, looking to finally establish some type of rhythm here as we get into the final weeks of the regular season. A 10-7 record after the loss last night at Topeka Hayden on Valentine's Day. Chieftains definitely were not shown the love at Topeka Hayden, and Metcalf knocking down the three-pointer there. Back-to-back three-pointers now for the Broncos. Keeps them in touch here, 12-8. Back to Conroy with the hot hand, handed it back to Keachman, taking the screen, and quick giving Clark to Keachman. Now will find his way to Novotny, trying to feel out his defender, and quickly underneath the Keachman, and I think that was a good job underneath by Bond, getting a fingertip on it, forcing Keachman to dribble it back out. Now Wilson, he's going to work on Metcalf, and good defense here by Spring Hill. Keachman going to go ahead and pull the trigger and connect. Don't see him take too many shots from deep range. Had the space, and he said, all right, I'll show you. Back to a 7-point lead for Tonganoxie.
Nice shot.
Now trying to answer. And short off the iron for Mitchell. Already 1 3-pointer on the night. Not able to hit that one. And collected by Novotny, who has the ball right now. Taking the screen from Clark. Wanted a step back three, and he wanted it right back. And now ball finds its way into the corner to Wilson. Clark calling for it down low, trying to go to work on Crotchet. And now feet getting tangled up. Clark hitting the deck, but gets right back up. No harm, no foul. And it looks like the Chieftains will reset. Wilson with it and gives it to Novotny, and he walked with it just ever so slightly. Dragging that little pivot foot, called for the travel, and a turnover for Tonganoxie. First substitution of the game, number 42, Skylar Dotson checking in. He brings it across, and ball finds its way to Metcalf. Another three-pointer on the way, and that one no good. Spring Hill firing away from the beyond the arc early and often early on. And this one, under 2 minutes left to play, Tonganoxie still a 7-point lead, 15-8 over Spring Hill. Back to Clark, open on top. Now a handoff to Wilson, who immediately pulling the trigger and short off the iron. Ball batted around momentarily, and it's collected by Metcalf, and he hands it off to Dotson. Let the head fake. Wilson biting it. Now Novotny coming away with the steal, able to poke the ball away there. You can tell he just wants to take a three
Nice
so badly,
pass.
but good find underneath. Mikey Conroy again.
That's another dime from Novotny.
10 points already from Mikey Conroy. And this one, 17-8 advantage. And again, Spring Hill, when they need to, when you think Tonganoxie is going to start running away here. Another three-pointer from Mitchell. And back to a 6-point ball game. Under a minute left to go, 40 seconds and counting. Clark handoff to Novotny, now driving inside, and another no-look dime to Wilson, who gives it to Keatsman, this time not able to finish from three-point range. Dotson quickly to Metcalf. Snap, pivots around, gives the ball to Crotchet. It could be the final possession of the first quarter here if the Broncos want to take all the time left, approaching 10 seconds now, and it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. This is Clotter with it going near the student section and trying to create some separation. A kick out to the wing. Dotson will take the final shot, and it was tipped and blocked by Keatsman. And a good defensive recovery from the Chieftains, and that is how the first quarter comes to an end. Your score, Tonganoxie 17, Spring Hill 11. We'll be right back with second quarter action after the break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
It's about time we make plans to hand down the farm.
Yes, human bodies have expiration dates.
We'll be passing the torch to our son eventually.
Torch.
Wait.
Fire. Activate fire hazard procedure.
Only a human who knows you can create a plan that's right for you. That's why for 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Chris Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
Thinking about starting your next home improvement project? Make sure you call 811 before you dig. Once you call 811, wait a few days for the utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags so that you don't unintentionally dig into an underground utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt your neighborhood's utility service, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury or death. Southern Star asks you to protect your community. Dig safely. Call 811.
Back here ready for the start of the second quarter. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Chieftains on top 17-11 after 1 quarter of play. And Novotny was diving for that loose ball, and I thought for a moment he might have hit his head.
And he bounces back up.
Yeah, he appears to be okay. And now ball back in to Dotson. Langford checking in for Tonganoxie out of the timeout. And another three-point on the way for Metcalf. Wow. And another one falls. Second three-pointer of the night for him. 8 points in total. And we're back to a one-possession game here.
Good one so far.
Yeah. Langford passing near side to Conroy. Back to Novotny and taking the screen. Now trying to blow by a defender and can't do anything with it. Ball back into the hands of Keatsman. Bounce pass to Wilson. Cutting to the basket. Good finish.
Good things happen when he takes it to the hole.
And catching the Chieftains napping a little bit there. That's Crotchet wide open underneath. And Coach Jones slamming a towel. And some frustration there. Looks like Alex Crowley will be checking in for Tonganoxie at the next break. Along with Caleb Clark. Keatsman, I like the little drive there. We might like to see him finish.
A little jump stop there.
Now setting the screen for Wilson. Novotny pulling the trigger from three-point range, and first three-pointer of the night for him, and we'll see how many he goes for.
We know how important that is for him to see that first one.
Yeah, exactly. And again, Tongi defense a little bit behind there. That time Crotchet not able to finish underneath. Need a little bit better effort getting back on defense. And up to Wilson driving on Metcalf into the corner. Conroy, who's been hot. And that one.
Did everything but go down.
Another close one, and now a foul will be called here on Novotny for his first, the second team foul. Or Tonganoxie. Clodder will check back in for Dotson or Spring Hill, and Clark and Crowley coming in for Keatsman and Conroy. This is Bond with it handing off to Mitchell, driving in, trying to shake off Novotny. Metcalf, he's just going to keep on firing. That time not falling, and Clark eventually coming down with the rebound. Quickly the other way, Wilson with it now. Getting the screen from Clark. He's going to go ahead and take the three, and strong off the back iron. Both teams a pair of missed three-pointers, back-to-back possessions, and now another one on the way for Bond, and he can't get that one to fall. And Novotny quickly, I think he was trying to get that one to Clark, but too tight of a window, and a steal for Spring Hill. Metcalf again, that time. 11 points for Metcalf so far, 9 of them from three-point range. I mean, just keep firing. They're eventually going to start falling for you, right?
I guess. That's the plan.
Back after the timeout here. Tonganoxie 22, Spring Hill 19, 4:56 left to go in the second quarter.
For more than 50 years, Dr. Richard Dean has been the name Tonganoxie trusts to keep you seeing your best. At Tonganoxie Eye Care, Dr. Dean and Dr. Caitlin Volk know that healthy vision is about more than just seeing 20/20. Whether you're just turning 5 or closer to 65, the doctors at Tonganoxie Eye Care will help you make sure that your vision is clear for the classroom, in the office, on the field, or just relaxing with friends. Tonganoxie Eye Care has a wide range of frames in the showroom, and you can even get prescription sunglasses in your favorite styles. Call 913-845-2030 to book your appointment. Tonganoxie Eye Care, the clear choice for your vision health.
Back out of the timeout here. A good one early on here at Tonganoxie High School. The Chieftains leading the Broncos 22-19. And every time when looks like Tonganoxie is going to start pulling away, get up to a double-digit lead. Spring Hill knocking down a three-pointer and a bucket. And they're hanging tough here, only down by 3. And the charge has been led by number 11, Luke Metcalf, the 6'2 junior. 11 points so far in the night, 9 of them from three-point range.
Chieftains are going to need to get a hand in his face going forward because he's hot.
Going to have to do something with him. And Clark and Crowley back into the game, and Novotny again won that step back 3. Good pass to Wilson, just can't quite finish underneath. You definitely don't see him miss too many of those.
Andrew usually finishes that.
The Broncos coming back fast anyway. There's that guy again, and Clotter gets it, driving by Crowley, and not too sure what happened there.
I think he lost it on the way up.
I'm not sure. He just didn't quite have a good handle on the ball or what, but meanwhile, Tonganoxie will take over after the turnover, and Conroy back into the game, and Andrew Wilson heading to the bench momentarily. We're approaching the 4:15 and counting before we head to the locker room for halftime. Another no-look pass to Conroy, and now it feeds its way to Keefe. Back up top, Crowley. So we've seen getting more and more playing time within the past month. Back to Crowley in the corner, guarded by Clotter, and it goes up top to Novotny, and he'll reset the offense. And Clark, nobody expecting him to drive to the basket, not able to finish, but again, collecting his own rebound. 3 purple jerseys in the area. Tonganoxie getting the ball back out to the arc. Novotny pulling the trigger. That one no good off the iron, and the foul's going to be called on Conroy as he was trying to fight for that rebound, and over the back on Metcalf. Dotson coming back in for Metcalf for Spring Hill. Yeah, Dotson, Bond, Mitchell, Clotter. What am I missing? Anyways, and a foul called on Crowley as that was Bond right there driving to the basket and count the bucket. And the first foul on the night for Alex Crowley, his first, the 4th team foul for Tonganoxie, and Andrew Wilson coming right back into the game for Alex. And a chance to tie the game here if he can make the free throw. Number 25, Chase Bond. On the way and short off the iron, and a good rebound from Keatsman. Now Dotson's going to be whistled for an over the back. His first, 2nd team foul for the Broncos. Broncos outscoring the Chieftains 10-5 so far in the second quarter, looking to pick up the offensive production here. Ball finds its way to Conroy. And off to Wilson. Guarded by Clotter, coming near side, not getting the screen from Clark, not able to quite shake him off yet. Bounce back out to Novotny. He'll drive, a little running floater, banks it in. 5 points now in the first half for Zane. Back out to Bond, trying to go to work on Keatsman. Quickly getting it back out to Mitchell. 3-point on the way, a little too strong. And Wilson chasing it down in the corner and giving it to Novotny, bringing it across the half-court line. Looks like Isaiah Holthouse and Luke Metcalf will check in for their respective teams at the next dead ball. Wilson drive in, trying to go strong through three Broncos, and good defense, and eventually getting the ball back in. This is Mitchell, handoff to Bond, able to finish with the right hand. Under 2 minutes left to go. We are at a 1-point game, 24-23. Tonganoxie on top of Spring Hill. Clark handing it off to Novotny, offering the screen, and again, looked like he was going to pull the trigger again, but instead giving it to Conroy, and Conroy, who saved the ball from going out of bounds, and then he stepped out of bounds, so legally he cannot be the first person to touch the ball after going out of bounds. That's why you saw him kind of trying to box out and have a teammate come over. Instead, a whistle is blown, and actually going to get tagged with the foul. That'll be the second of the game for Conroy. And Jones, not liking the call, still trying to get an explanation from the official, and just not happy with it at all, as Novotny will get checked out of the game. Isaiah Holthouse in for him. Trying to go underneath. Keatsman tipped it momentarily, but then finds his way back out to Crotchet. Now driving on the right side on Clark, and up and under the basket. Can't finish with the left hand. And Crotchet's going to be called with the foul, and definitely not liking that call, and kind of letting the officials hear it a little bit. Kind of surprising. So first foul of the game for Crotchet. Novotny back in. Holthouse back to the bench. Just about a second under a minute left to go in this one. Tonganoxie looking to finish on a high note here. Only 7 points scored in the second half, and Clark, I think, maybe tried to pass it last second, but nobody home. He was already in no man's land, 2 feet off the ground. Now Clodder too high off the glass. Rebound underneath, back out to Metcalf. He knocks it down. 14 points in the first half for Luke Metcalf, 4 3-pointers, and the Broncos have their first lead of the game, 26-24. He's like Novotny, man. Once he gets hot, he just, not too much you can do about it, I guess. Novotny dribbling some of the clock out, now under 10 seconds left to go. Novotny driving in, spin move, now kick out to the corner, wide open three for Conroy. He answers. Third 3-pointer for him, and Metcalf hitting the front iron on that one. Oh my goodness. So Tonganoxie heading into halftime have the 1-point lead, 27-26 over the Broncos. We'll be right back with the White Birch Properties halftime show right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, your home for Chieftain Athletics.
Midwest Chiropractic Center in Tonganoxie is ready to get you back to being the active, energetic person you want to be. Midwest Chiropractic offers a friendly and caring environment with the most comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Dr. Robert Shook and Dr. Daniel Haug at Midwest Chiropractic Center care about your health, and their approach to care proves it. To schedule your appointment, call 913-369-0022 or visit them at mwchiropractic.com. The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission understands that the benefits of recreation are endless. Participating in community recreation is not only fun, but also healthy and educational. The Tonganoxie Rec Commission encourages all ages and abilities to participate in recreational activities. That's why they're continually working to develop programs for all the residents of Tonganoxie. To see the latest sports and program offerings and to get signed up, visit them at tongirec.org or call 913-845-3502.
Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
State purpose of visit.
Well, our tractor's gonna kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
I don't need a bucket.
Provide bucket color preference. Red, yellow, taupe, magenta. Oh, wait. They are out of magenta.
Robots don't know you. We do.
I could do a quote on a new one.
With us, getting the right coverage starts with a conversation. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Everything old is new again at New Again Outdoor Furniture Restoration in Tonganoxie. Keep your furniture for generations to come with a call to New Again. They specialize in restrapping, mesh sling replacement, welding, and powder coating of all outdoor furniture. New Again has an incredible eye for detail and a passion for environmentally friendly and cost-effective furniture repair. To learn more, go to newagainpatiofurniture.com. Call 913-764-1999 or see more of their projects on Facebook. New Again Inc. in Tonganoxie.
Back here live at Tonganoxie High School. You're watching the White Birch Properties Realty Executives halftime show. At White Birch Properties, you have a team of agents ready to help you buy or sell that next house, and their team is ready to help lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or give them a call at 913-915-0451. It's a one-point game here tonight. Chieftains on top of the Broncos 27-26. About 6 minutes left to go until halftime is over. Let's run through the point totals. First, for the hometown squad, Kyler Keatsman, his sole three-point bucket. Only 3 points on the night. Wilson with a pair of field goals, 4 points. Caleb Clark with 2 points. Mikey Conroy having a night so far, 13 points and 3 3-pointers so far. And Zane Novotny with 5 points and only 1 3-pointer falling in the first half. On the flip side for the Broncos, you got Bond with 4, Mitchell with 6, 2 3-pointers for him, Crotchet with 2, and then the rest from Metcalf, 4 3-pointers and 14 points total. And he has just been red hot this entire game. And if there's a talking point right now in that locker room right now, public enemy number one is Luke Metcalf, and they got to find a way to shut him down, or he's going to shoot him out of the gym.
He's going to have to. They're going to have to get a hand in his face or do something, because he's just been deadly out there, and he's letting it go every time he's open.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like facing Zane Novotny on the other team, which Tonganoxie has not had to do all season long, but kind of getting a little taste of their own medicine tonight. Again, Luke Metcalf, 4 3-pointers, and I mean, any space he has, it doesn't matter. He's going to put it up. He's going to let it fly, and if it falls, it falls. And
from anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, we saw right there, right before halftime, about not quite a half-court shot, but he still put it up, and he hit iron, so it was online. Just couldn't quite get it to fall, and that just would have been a spectacular play. But still, I mean, if you're Spring Hill, I think you got to be really happy with where you're sitting right now.
I think you are, but the Chieftains have got to get Novotny and Wilson involved in the second half if they're going to be able to hold on to a win here.
Yeah, only 9 points combined for
very unusual.
The two stars. But let's talk about Mikey Conroy as well. We always talk about it's always good when Wilson is on his game and Novotny is on his game. If Novotny's on his game, typically if he can knock down 5-6 3-pointers, I mean, it's game over. But Wilson, he's always been pretty consistent, about 16 points an average per game. But now, Conroy, 10 points by the end of the first quarter, only 3 points in the second quarter, so 13 points total. But still, I mean, that's well beyond his even game average for all 4 quarters. So,
well, like I say, when one guy doesn't hit their average, you got to have somebody else step up.
Yeah.
Mikey's done that so far
Yeah,
tonight.
that's exactly what he has done tonight. Looking to keep it going. Also, Caleb Clark as well, only 2 points. He's also had some good defensive rebounds and looking to kind of pick up his game a little bit here in the second half as well. But yeah, definitely you got to get Wilson's got to have more than 4 points in the second half, and that's especially if Metcalf's going to keep shooting the way he's been shooting.
Yeah.
You're going to need your stars to kind of step up a little bit. So we will see what will happen. About 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go till halftime is over. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back with second half action. Again, you've been watching the White Birch Properties Realty Executives halftime show here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. We'll see you on the other side.
Furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called LAD. LAD Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. LAD is your dealer for top quality brands like York, April Air, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit ladserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called LAD.
At Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 913-845-8400 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, your partner for lifelong health.
For more than 20 years, Kevin Gallagher with American Family Insurance has been serving area families and businesses. As members of your community, Kevin and his staff understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted neighbors and friends. With locations in Tonganoxie and Kansas City, the Kevin Gallagher Agency is building stronger partnerships. Get a quote today by calling 913-369-4444. That's 913-369-4444. Home, life, auto, farm, and more. The Kevin Gallagher Agency, American Family Insurance.
From its native roots to the bustling community it is today, Tonganoxie's past is as unique as its future. With small town charm and big city amenities, Tonganoxie is the ideal place to grow a business and grow a family. Just 20 minutes from both Lawrence and Kansas City, Tonganoxie is perfectly positioned. Take an afternoon and come explore Tonganoxie. To learn more, go to tonganoxie.org.
For more than 50 years, Dr. Richard Dean has been the name Tonganoxie trusts to keep you seeing your best. At Tonganoxie Eye Care, Dr. Dean and Dr. Caitlin Volk know that healthy vision is about more than just seeing 20/20. Whether you're just turning 5 or closer to 65, the doctors at Tonganoxie Eye Care will help you make sure that your vision is clear for the classroom, in the office, on the field, or just relaxing with friends. Tonganoxie Eye Care has a wide range of frames in the showroom, and you can even get prescription sunglasses in your favorite styles. Call 913-845-2030 to book your appointment. Tonganoxie Eye Care, the clear choice for your vision health.
Start of the second half tonight, as always, brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. In Tonganoxie, Community National Bank offers a diverse mix of products and services to serve all of your financial needs. You can view them and so much more at their website, communitynationalbank.net. And the inbounds is in, and the ball will find its way to Zane Novotny as we are on our way in the third quarter. In the second half of action, Tonganoxie 1 point lead, 27-26 over the Broncos of Spring Hill. And already an early whistle. And it's going to be a whistle and a foul on the Broncos. And from the body language of some of the players, I think they thought that was going to be an offensive foul on Tonganoxie. You saw Crotchet down there kind of clapping and thought that a foul was going to be called. And there was, just on the wrong jersey color. But Metcalf, quick hands there, poking that inbounds away from Wilson, and a steal for the Broncos, and here they come back the other way with it. This is Crotchet taking the three-pointer and getting it to fall. 5 points on the night for Crotchet, 2 point lead for Spring Hill. It's like anybody can knock down a three-pointer for this team. I don't know.
It's been hot. It's raining threes, as
Yep.
they say.
Oh, and Wilson losing his footing. Novotny falling on the court as well, but not able to finish the shot. Now still fighting for the ball, and Conroy has it. And jump ball is called, and it'll stay down here with Spring Hill. Wilson still frustrated, trying to get the stickiness back on the soles of his shoe. I'm pretty fortunate that he didn't tweak his knee or anything. That's kind of the thing you fear when you're kind of driving and you're trying to stop with your foot, and it just kind of gives out, slides on the court. But it appears all is well for him and Novotny, both taking spills onto the hardwood. And now this is Novotny with it, trying to shake his defender loose, and now he lost the handle of the ball, but able to pick it back up. And it looks like Tonganoxie will reset their offense. Novotny trying to direct some traffic. They're going to tie this ball game back up, and Clark, look at him. Good job by Caleb Clark.
Good head fake.
Well done, young man. Again, earlier in the season, you would not see Caleb Clark take an aggressive drive to the basket like that. You can just tell.
He's gotten better and better.
He has gotten better and better indeed. The junior, very valuable experience. Crotchet answering on the other end.
A little bit of a lazy defense by the Chieftains there.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple of times tonight after scoring on the other end.
Yeah, they kind of let down a little bit on defense and give up a bucket.
Not a typical characteristic of a Coach Jones-led team, and Novotny trying to get rid of the ball before he walked with it, but not in time. He fires it towards Mary Welsh and some of the front office crew there in the bleachers. Look out, ladies. It stays a 2-point lead momentarily for the Broncos, and the ball finds its way back to Metcalf. Wilson guarding him, and Metcalf getting the screen, and another jumper. Nice. Inside the paint, 16 points now for Metcalf. First points of the second half, and a 4-point lead, largest lead of the night for Spring Hill. And Metcalf turning right back around. Defense on Andrew Wilson, only holding him to 4 points so far. And now coming away with the steal off Keatsman. One-on-one, Metcalf and Wilson, and he lays it up. And Metcalf is just on fire tonight. 18 points, and he's letting his bench hear it. And Spring Hill, 6-point lead, largest of the night. And Coach Jones going to take a timeout. Back here in 30 seconds on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
State coordinates of new land acquisition.
Oh, you know that big oak tree that got struck by lightning?
Negative.
The barn with the funny cow mural?
Negative.
One-eyed scarecrow?
Negative.
Giant water tower? You're not from here, are you?
I've never seen him.
Robots don't know you. We do.
Hey, how's your dad doing?
For over 80 years, we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agents Tex Vandervoort and Jerry Sanders in Tonganoxie today.
Out of the timeout, and like you and I were just talking about, partner, obviously the big difference maker in the game has been Luke Metcalf, the 6'2 junior. Quite a performance tonight. You know, it's been him and Andrew Wilson. They've been man-to-man on each other on both sides of the court, and he's put up 18 points on Andrew and has held Andrew to only 4 points on a night. I mean, that's just been – we haven't seen that this year, let alone even last year when Wilson was playing as a starter.
Yeah.
And now again, good defense and a turnover for Tonganoxie, and this Spring Hill team – full momentum on their side, and now looking to add on here. Another three-pointer on the way, and short, no good for Mitchell. And these are the type of games with, again, another turnover. I mean, I don't know. Something that's just come upon this team, not on the same page.
No, those turnovers are killing them right now.
Only 2 points so far in this third quarter, approaching 4:20, still left to play. And now Clauder driving in, and again, can't finish off the glass. Now here comes Wilson, coming back the other way. Good bounce pass to Keatsman, and too high off the glass, but a whistle and a foul underneath. And again on Crotchet, showing his displeasure for the foul. His second of the game, second team foul for the Broncos, and Isaiah Holthouse will be coming in After this first free throw, Kyler Keatsman at the line shooting a pair. Only 3 points on the night so far for Kyler. First one falls. And Holthouse coming in for Caleb Clark. And second free throw, good. 5 points on the night now for Kyler Keatsman. Honor with it, handoff to Bond, and he walked with it first, and a turnover for Spring Hill. Now Tonganoxie.
They need to capitalize on this.
Exactly. And it's the games like this when your stars only held to 5 and 4 points respectively. Somebody or some bodies, you got to step up and start putting some production on the table. Wilson trying to do all he can. Now a jump shot just from beyond the free throw line, no good, and ball batted around and brought in by Crotchet. Quickly into the corner, back up top. Bond driving in, top the key, going back to Metcalf and over and through his hands. They're going to say last touch by Tonganoxie. He'll stay down at this end of the court. And the coaching staff for Tonganoxie, again, not happy with the call. Metcalf, he's just been red hot all night. Another shot up again, almost got that one to fall. Fortunate for Tonganoxie, rebounded by Novotny. In desperate need of a bucket here, only 4 points mustered up so far in this third quarter.
Yep, they definitely need to be a little more efficient on offense here. These empty possessions are really hurting them.
Straightaway three from Mikey Conroy, gets that one to fall.
And there's that guy stepping up.
16 points now on the night for Mikey Conroy, 4 3-pointers. Back to a 1 point deficit for Tonganoxie. Bond driving baseline, feeling trapped, ball works its way to Mitchell. Head fake, driving in, and a foul called on Keatsman. Hard contact. So he was trying to block that shot. That'll be her first foul of the game, the first team foul for Tonganoxie of the half. Nelson, number 22, Daniel Mitchell, the 6'1 senior, to the free throw line for a pair. Caleb Clark will be coming back in with Tonganoxie. Spring Hill makes some substitutions as well as number 42, Dotson, coming in along with number 23, Evan Brown. Keatsman getting checked out. Second free throw on the way and falling. So it stays only a one possession game. Wilson with it up top, getting by Metcalf off the screen. Now Conroy, good job trying to drive to the basket and tried to pass it last second. Maybe the wrong choice. That was Crotchet coming back the other way and tried to poke it away from behind. That was Wilson, and he picks up his second. Dotson will inbound for Spring Hill, but first we're going to have a timeout called. Coach Wesley Book wanted to take his time, talk it over with his team. A full timeout as the Broncos lead the Chieftains 36-34. Exactly 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter.
With the First State Bank & Trust mobile app, you can bank from anywhere. Check your balance while you're waiting in line here, or transfer funds while you're here. Forget to pay that bill? Pay it from here. Don't cut your visit short to go to the bank. Make your deposit from here. And remember, you're always welcome to bank right here. Did you know First State Bank & Trust has donated over $112,000 to Tonganoxie schools? Every time you swipe your Tonganoxie Chieftain debit card, we donate. For more information, visit us at firststateks.com. Member FDIC. Wizard of Paws, now at their newly renovated location in downtown Tonganoxie, offers personalized pet grooming, doggy daycare, dog obedience, and socialization classes. At Wizard of Paws, your pet will get a one-on-one grooming experience, ensuring they return to you quickly and looking fabulous. And their new facility offers amenities and space that is doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws at 913-416-0255 or visit their new location at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawspet.com.
Back out of the full timeout from Spring Hill. They lead the Chieftains 36-34, and they have possession of the ball now under 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter as Crotchett has it, trying to zip it over the other way and way out of the reach of Mitchell. And Spring Hill turns the ball over out of the timeout. Keatsman back in for Tonganoxie. Holthouse back to the bench. All 5 starters back in for Tonganoxie.
Yeah, they're looking to cash in that turnover. Need some points out of that.
Novotny right at the free throw line and trying to drive in, and again, called again for a walk.
You can't trade turnovers with them.
There's Brown to Crotchet, now back to Mitchell, giving it to Metcalf off the screen, and again, good recovery from Wilson, prevent him from taking that three. This time he's open, he's gonna pull the trigger. Oh my goodness. $21 points on the night for Luke Metcalf, 5 from downtown.
Yeah, and Wilson's got to let that cutter go and not try and give help on that one.
Yeah, you just got to have faith in.
Yeah, when Metcalf's out there.
Deflected off the fingertips of Clark and into the hands of Keatsman. So who gets the assist there? Is it Clark or Novotny? I don't know. Second three-pointer of the night for Kyler. And then getting whistled for the foul down on the other end, blocking foul. Second foul of the game for Keatsman. Crowley checking in for Tonganoxie, and Bond checking in for Spring Hill along with Clauder. And Andrew Wilson's going to get checked out. And not shooting foul, so we'll inbound from the baseline as Bond gets in the Crotchet, and Metcalf catch and shoot. Going to get that one to fall, and an unfortunate rebound to Clauder. Second chance here, driving in. And an offensive foul called.
Yeah, the Broncos not liking that one.
No, not liking that. We got, and Coach Book.
He's going to have to be careful. He's going to get teed up.
And here we go. And the official going to come over and talk to him, hearing him out a little bit, and giving him a little bit of a warning.
Yeah, you like to see that from the.
Tee him up. Tee him up.
We wouldn't say that if it was on Tongi.
Well, yeah, I guess. Novotny lost the handle of it again on the way, and they're going to say last touch. Tipped out of bounds by Spring Hill. 24 seconds still on the clock. Lob inside to Crowley, fresh into the ball game. Conroy with his 16 points on the night finds his way back to Novotny, shaking his defender loose. Oh! Second three-pointer of the night, 8 points for Zane Novotny.
Chieftains needed that.
Mitchell looked lost there, and now a block on the other end from Keatsman, and another whistle. Almost hard to hear from this crowd. It's starting to get loud. And that's the third foul for Kyler Keatsman.
It looked to me like that was all ball, but maybe that's a makeup call.
This officiating crew's been a little up and down all night long. Pretty safe to say. And now back to the free throw line is Bond, and not able to make his first. And the best that the Broncos can do here is tie the game with a made free throw. On the way, and good for Bond. 5 points on the night for him. Bringing a little bit of pressure. Crowley gets it in to Conroy. Good if it goes, and too strong off the top of the backboard. And we are heading to the fourth quarter, knotted up, 40 points apiece between the Chieftains and the Broncos. We got another great one here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
At Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 913-845-8400 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, your partner for lifelong health.
For more than 20 years, Kevin Gallagher with American Family Insurance has been serving area families and businesses. As members of your community, Kevin and his staff understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted neighbors and friends. With locations in Tonganoxie and Kansas City, the Kevin Gallagher Agency is building stronger partnerships. Get a quote today by calling 913-369-4444. That's 913-369-4444. Home, life, auto, farm, and more. The Kevin Gallagher Agency, American Family Insurance.
All right, back here, ready for the start of the fourth quarter, and we start momentarily with a little quick conference at the scorers table, and we're discussing something here momentarily. Is it about
trying to decide whose ball it is? Well, it has to be. It has to be according to the light on the.
Yeah, I think that's what they were talking about. Yep. So possession arrow favored Tonganoxie, so they get the opening possession, and now the next jump ball will be in favor of the Broncos. Something to keep in mind. Knotted up at 40 apiece. Looking to have another classic here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. We thank you all so much for joining us, making some time out of your Tuesday evening to join us for this broadcast. Conroy trying to cut to the basket and eventually peels it back out beyond the arc and into the hands of Keatsman, seeing him knock down a pair of three-pointers so far tonight. And a foul here on Metcalf. Defense a little too tight there on Wilson. And that's the third. Third of the night for Luke Metcalf, and only the fourth team foul for Spring Hill. Tonganoxie also with 14 fouls.
I think they got him for reaching in there.
Whatever Metcalf has been doing on defense, it has been working tonight on Andrew Wilson. The star player for Tonganoxie still held to only 4 points total through three quarters so far. And though this man has been stepping up tonight, not able to make that three, but Mikey Conroy, he has been the man tonight. 16 points so far for Tonganoxie. Looking just for a little bit more from everybody here. A close game in the fourth quarter. Back out to Keatsman and back up top to Novotny, and the Spring Hill defense forcing the offense of Tonganoxie to reset. Trying to get by his defender, showing off the handles, a little spin move, slinging it over to Wilson, now driving baseline underneath to Clark. Oh, just can't quite finish, but gets his own rebound, and he's fouled, so he'll be going to the line.
Good job there on that rebound.
Yeah, just good effort all around.
It really is.
On that possession, probably the best offensive possession we've seen tonight so far from this team. Crotchet picked up, it should have been his third. They say second on the board. Now Clark at the line, and an air ball on his first attempt. Don't see that very often. Second one on the way for Caleb. That time gets it to fall. 5 points on the night for Caleb Clark. And Tonganoxie with the lead again, 41-40. Approaching 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the ball game. Metcalf with it. He's been red hot all night now, driving in, trying to get it down to the corner, but he traveled with it first, and a turnover for the Broncos. And not too sure how many on this Tonganoxie squad expected a dogfight tonight when you had the last place hot garbage Spring Hill Broncos coming in here. But
they played pretty smart.
Yeah, they have been playing outstanding basketball tonight, especially with Luke Metcalf.
They're going to get that on Caleb Clark.
Yep, an illegal screen. Trying to get Andrew Wilson free there. First foul for Caleb, the 15th foul for Tonganoxie. Metcalf inbounding right in front of the Tongi bench. He gets it in the Clotter, and that clock will continue to go. What happened there? And another whistle underneath, and count the basket. It's going to be a blocking foul on Andrew Wilson. And are we not counting? Okay, we're not counting the basket. I thought they were counting the basket.
Calling it before the shot.
Again, Coach Book of Spring Hill thought should have been an and one, as you can hear the Spring Hill fans behind us also wanting that call as well. And now they're saying 4 fouls. And they gave that to Keatsman, and clearly it was Andrew Wilson. So on 13, not 12. And that's his third, so him and Keatsman each with 3 fouls. Conroy with 2, and then Clark, Novotny, and Crowley each with 1 apiece. 6 minutes left to go here. Ball finds its way to Mitchell into the corner for Clotter, blown by Clark, and meeting Wilson in the air and hitting the 2-pointer contested. And that's the first bucket of the night for Reese Clotter.
Well, he knew he could take it right at Andrew Wilson because he has those 3 fouls.
Yep. Novotny had him off his feet there. If he could have put up a shot, would have drawn a foul. Maybe potentially 3 free throws, but instead hold on to it, and the possession continues here again. Metcalf, tight defense on Wilson. Wilson trying to drive in, now picks up his dribble, back out to Keatsman. Back to Wilson, getting it down low inside to Clark, going to work on Crotchet, and another whistle on a foul. And that is the second foul of the game on number 25, Chase Bond.
1 more on either side, and we'll be shooting 1 on 1.
Yep. Hope you're ready to be here for about the next 25 minutes to finish out this final 5 minutes of basketball. It's typically how these close games go. Wilson trying to give it to Clark and through his hands and into the hands of Mitchell. Coming back the other way with it slowing down. Bounce pass to Bond, and the Broncos extend their lead. And a timeout, full timeout from Tonganoxie. The layup from Bond gives the Broncos a 44-41 lead. 5 minutes still left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll have the exciting conclusion on the other side of this break here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com. Everything old is new again at New Again Outdoor Furniture Restoration in Tonganoxie. Keep your furniture for generations to come with a call to New Again. They specialize in restrapping, mesh sling replacement, welding, and powder coating of all outdoor furniture. New Again has an incredible eye for detail and a passion for environmentally friendly and cost-effective furniture repair. To learn more, go to newagainpatiofurniture.com. Call 913-764-1999 or see more of their projects on Facebook. New Again Inc. in Tonganoxie.
Back out of the fourth quarter, the layup by Chase Bond extends the Spring Hill lead to 3, 44-41. Under 5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter, and Tonganoxie 10-7 record have found themselves in a dogfight tonight between the 4-13 and last place Spring Hill Broncos from the Frontier League.
The Broncos have played really well tonight.
Yeah, but they had,
can't miss those bunnies.
Layup no good for Clark, and now Spring Hill can really start to run away with this one with a few more stops and a few more buckets.
Yeah, the Chieftains need to stop here, and then they need to.
Potter driving in and quickly trying to give it to Mitchell, and right in there to take it away is Novotny. Good dish to Conroy, who knocks it down. 19 now on the night for Mikey Conroy. A season high for him. And we are back to all fours across the scoreboard, 44-44 in the fourth quarter. That's very satisfying.
Tongi student section trying to help the Chieftains
Yep.
here.
Crouching and get rid of it out of Clotter. Dribbling out top, has some space, spin move. Kick out to the wing, Bond for three. Can't answer, but nobody put a body on Clotter. Now he lost the handle of the ball.
They're going to call.
Really?
Yeah, they're going to call a foul. I think they said he, well, they're saying he hacked him, but it looked like he hooked him to me.
Second foul of the night on Zane Novotny, the 7th team fouls. And now Reese Clotter heading to the line. 1-and-1 free throws coming for Spring Hill due to them being in the bonus. First one on the way and good. And Spring Hill reclaims the lead. Dotson will be checking back in for Clotter. Next chance that he can. Second free throw on the way here in the air and good. 4 points on the night for Reese Clotter, and he'll get checked out. And number 42, Skylar Dotson, comes in for him. Still only 4 points on the night for Wilson. He drives in. Conroy, count the basket! A chance for a 4-point play. Mikey Conroy, three-pointers in the second half, and he has a chance for a 4-point play at the free throw line. Talk about things you don't see a lot.
Yeah. That was a big three.
The 6th three-pointer on the night for Mikey. 4-point play is good. .23 on the night now for Mikey. I'm going to have to start making more room in my points column here on my spreadsheet. He's about got the whole thing filled up. Tonganoxie back to a 2-point lead. Mitchell trying to answer, can't do it. And guess who on the rebound? Under 3 minutes left to play here now in the fourth quarter.
Now the Chieftains need to get a good shot.
Both teams now in the bonus. That last foul putting Spring Hill over the limit of 7. Conroy back with the ball in his hands. He gives it far side near top to Novotny. Long range three, and he can't get it to fall. Keatsman trying to fight for the rebound. Good job by Chase Bond, holding on strong to it. Little jumper shot, good for Mitchell.
And we're tied up again.
9 points on the night for Mitchell. And knotted up 48 apiece between Tonganoxie and Spring Hill. 2:17 left to go in the fourth quarter. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back momentarily here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Lord. Back out of the timeout, knotted up 48 apiece between the Chieftains and the Broncos. Approaching 2 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. I'm Dylan Funk, joined alongside my broadcast partner, Dennis Drennan, bringing you all an exciting one tonight on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Nothing better on TV on Tuesday night these days that I can't think of. 3-point shot good from Wilson.
Almost good.
On the way, yeah, almost good. I meant to say on the way, but wish it could have been good. He is all right, a season low, 4 points so far tonight in this game. Now Bond, good drive to the basket.
That's just poor defense right there.
And now the sophomore starting to step up big here, back-to-back buckets. And gives Spring Hill back the lead. Conroy again.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. 7 3-pointers on the night. Back to a 1-point lead. Metcalf answers. Oh, this is an exciting one. And a full timeout taken by Spring Hill. 53-51. Broncos on top of the Chieftains. 1:03 left to go in the fourth quarter. Oh, we have an exciting one. If you're not watching this already, better turn it on.
Yeah, you
get to watching.
You really missed a good one.
We'll be back here momentarily.
At Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 913-845-8400 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Tonganoxie, your partner for lifelong health.
For more than 20 years, Kevin Gallagher with American Family Insurance has been serving area families and businesses. As members of your community, Kevin and his staff understand how important it is to be there for you, their trusted neighbors and friends. With locations in Tonganoxie and Kansas City, the Kevin Gallagher Agency is building stronger partnerships. Get a quote today by calling 913-369-4444. That's 913-369-4444. Home, life, auto, farm, and more. The Kevin Gallagher Agency, American Family Insurance.
Back here on Tonganoxie Sports Live, Chieftains trailing the Broncos 53-51. All combined points from everybody else on Tonganoxie, 28 points. Mikey Conroy, 26 of his own. 7 3-pointers on the night. He has been the hot hand for sure, but his team still trails. And now under a minute left to go. And it'd be a shame if this performance goes to waste here, if Tonganoxie can't come from behind and win this one here. Novotny driving baseline, showing off the handles now a little bit. And basically just did one big lap around this half of the court.
I think they're going to try and hold it for one shot.
Maybe kick out to Keatsman. He's already hit 2. Make it 3! 11 points now on the night for Kyler Keatsman. Back to a 1-point lead.
Timeout.
And another timeout. Is it March already? We got a little March Madness? My goodness.
What a game.
It's been a hell of a game so far tonight. 54-53. Tonganoxie back on top. And another full timeout taken by Spring Hill. We'll go ahead and stay here for this one. You know, it's been such a weird night for Tonganoxie again. Only 8 total points for Novotny, 4 total points for Wilson. And we talk about players stepping up. Obviously, Mikey Conroy, 26 on the night, 7 3-pointers, but also Kyler Keatsman stepping up a little bit tonight. 11 points, 3 3-pointers. Like, I don't even remember him hitting a 3-pointer coming into this game, and he has 3 here alone.
And he's done a good job in the paint, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's been Conroy and Keatsman, they have been stepping up huge tonight. If they can just get a little, just get another bucket or 2 from Wilson and or Novotny, I mean, they might pull,
there's only
end up
13
holding
seconds
on.
left.
Yeah, man.
And the Broncos have been red hot.
Tonganoxie still with 2 timeouts. Spring Hill only left with 1 more. You know they're going to try to get it to Metcalf.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to find a way to shut him down.
Now they got Novotny on him now.
If somebody's going to beat you, it's got to be somebody other than 11.
Yep.
And here we go. Under 10 seconds left to play now. In the corner, Mitchell getting it down low. Novotny poked it away momentarily, and Crotchet finishing over Clark. And the Broncos reclaim the lead, and a quick timeout taken.
Let's see how much time they put on the clock.
Full timeout for Tonganoxie, and I think they held up 4, and that's exactly so. 4 seconds.
So Tongi has time to get a shot off.
Oh my goodness! It's been a hard one on the old ticker, hasn't it? just a great game so far tonight. Both teams.
It's a shame either one of them have to lose.
I know. I mean, it's kind of like that Chiefs-Bills game in the divisional round. Like,
yeah.
Although I was much more anxious and stressed during that game than this one. It's going to be interesting here. 4 seconds left. Coach Jones got to draw up his best play to get the player open. Who you wanting to take this final shot here?
Well, I think I'd let Mikey Conroy shoot it tonight. But, you know, you got Kyler Keatsman. I'm not Kyler, I mean Novotny. And the way Andrew's talking to Novotny, he may have something drawn up for those.
I mean, yeah, it's interesting. You know Novotny has the range. Conroy definitely has been showing off the range tonight. Keatsman, you got to view him as a threat. And, of course, Andrew Wilson, I mean, he could snap out of his cold streak with the shot. So, I mean, I think you got 4 out of the 5 options. Obviously, Caleb Clark hadn't attempted a three-pointer very much, but here we go, and it goes into Clark. Almost lost the handle of it. It's into Wilson. Good if it goes. It's going to be short, and the Broncos come into Tonganoxie, and they pull off the upset, 55-54.
Good game, though, partner.
It was a great game. Unfortunately, not the result that we were looking for, and a lot of defeated faces on the Tonganoxie Chieftains bench. They're in the handshakes, and Spring Hill stealing this one. Back-to-back victories for them.
Yeah.
Up to 5 wins on the year, and for Tonganoxie down to 10-8 on the record.
Yeah, that one had to sting a little bit, but hey, it was a great game.
Yeah, definitely has to sting a little bit, but I got to tell you, this was just an incredible ball game all around. Going through the point totals, Kyler Keatsman with 11, Andrew Wilson. Probably the big storyline of the night, if you ask me. Spring Hill putting the jaws of life on him. 4 points on the evening, 8 points for Caleb Clark, 26 for Mikey Conroy. His fabulous performance, a little bit spoiled tonight, and Zane Novotny finishing with 8 points total for your Tonganoxie Chieftains. On the flip side, for Spring Hill, I know everybody wants to know what Metcalf finished with. 16, 18, 21. Finished with 24 on the night for Luke Metcalf. So Conroy just outscoring him by 2. Clauder had 4. Crotchet with 9. And Mitchell with 9. And Bond with 7.
Yeah, Luke Metcalf's just a junior.
Yeah, that young man has got a really bright future in front of him. That is, and just a really awesome game tonight. Spring Hill getting the sweep tonight. The varsity girls taking down the Lady Chieftains, and then obviously this game that you just saw, 55-54, Broncos defeating the Chieftains. Any major takeaways you take away from this game initially?
I think you got to be happy that the Chieftains had somebody step up other than the 2 big stars tonight. And if either Wilson or Novotny had a normal night, it looks like this would have been a win.
Yeah, I mean, we're literally talking here. You get beat by 1 point, so if Wilson just puts up another layup, I mean, Tonganoxie wins.
Yeah,
but
he's carried the team more than not.
Oh, I mean, absolutely.
Him and Novotny both. So it's just not to be tonight. And give the Broncos credit. They played tough defense.
Oh, absolutely. And I think this was more of a, we can sit here and say, Novotny he got free a couple times, hit a couple of threes, but other than that, kept in check. But Andrew Wilson, I mean, I give credit to Luke Metcalf.
Yeah.
Because
they were on each other on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, so. and the head coach, Wesley Book, they came in with a game plan.
I think they did.
And I'm getting so choked up over this loss. But they came in with a game plan tonight, and they put their best player on Tonganoxie's best player, and they say, you shut him down the best that you can. I'm not even sure if they were expecting Wilson to only score 4 points. Like maybe they were saying, maybe hold him to 10, maybe don't let him get up to mid-teens, lower 20s, but 4 points. I mean, come on, that's got. I mean,
he usually has that in the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 99% sure that is a career low for Andrew Wilson at the varsity level. The past 2 years, I have to find Sean Lindenberg here somewhere. The Tonganoxie Mirror. I'm sure he's got some record of that, but just an absolutely bewildering night for Andrew Wilson. Only 4 points for him, but
watch him bounce back in his next game.
We'll see this team again Friday against Paola. So the team that's leading the 4A boys in the Frontier League coming in Friday night. So a big game for the Chieftains and back-to-back losses now. Back-to-back losses against Hayden and now tonight against the Broncos. I almost like brain farted there for a minute. That was really bad. Well, it'll be interesting to see how this team responds again. 10-8 on the year, and they only got about 3 or 4 games left until postseason. And I don't think this was a team that anyone was expecting to be near the 500 mark or below it going into the playoffs. But I think right now that's going to be a real possibility.
Yeah, you got to be careful because you got some good teams coming up. But hopefully they can get it back together.
Yep.
And shout out again to Mikey Conroy. What a night.
Yeah, Mikey Conroy, obviously the player of the night for us. 26 points for the Chieftains. 7 3-pointers on the night. It's unfortunate that performance has to go with a loss into the win-loss column, but still. But like you said, though, it was nice to see somebody.
Yeah.
Even when the Stars were down tonight, it was nice to see somebody else step up and.
Yeah, Caleb Clark hit 3 threes.
Kyler Keatsman.
I'm sorry, Kyler Keatsman hits 3 threes.
Yeah.
And so that's huge too.
Yeah, and there was a couple of bunnies that the Chieftains missed too, and it wasn't just Wilson or Novotny. You make one of those, and more than likely you win this contest. 56-55. But if ifs and buts were candy, and that's we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Isn't that what Sheldon Cooper says?
That's what he
Big
says.
Bang Theater. Big Bang Theory. Yeah. So we're gonna wrap up our broadcast tonight. Our boss BJ Harris covering tonight for Spring Hill Sports Live, sitting literally right next to us. You might hear him over our microphones. He wins the bragging rights for tonight, so we're gonna have to hear that while we're packing up our stuff tonight. But Broncos.
Hey, but we both got a good game to watch.
Yeah, earning the sweep tonight. Spring Hill pulling off the upset as they defeat the Chieftains 55-54 here at Tonganoxie High School. Next time we are live on air, it'll be Friday night. Doubleheader starting at 6 o'clock with the girls' game. Boys tipping off around 7:30 as the Chieftains host the Paola Panthers. Should be another great set of games that night. So on behalf of everybody at the Harris Media Services, Tonganoxie High School, or Athletic Director Cody Witt, Head Principal Mark Farrar, I'm Dylan Funk, alongside Dennis Wren. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Have a great rest of your night. Stay safe, and we will see you all Friday night.
Tonganoxie High School athletics on your new home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Learn more at kansasins.com. Also by watching, and be sure to catch every second of the action right here on your home for the Chieftains, Tonganoxie Sports Live.